Well, I want to talk about this knife. I don't know. I want to see you guys comment on this too, because I saw this and I thought this is really an interesting design for Civivi. They make some good designs, okay? They do. They make some good knives. Fascinating, etc., etc. And recently they've been coming out with a bunch of different ones, including my KIV, okay? Plus OSTAP L, right? OSTAP with this one, by the way. And I messaged him through Instagram. I was like, dude, I mean, I met him in Atlanta for the first time. And he was over from Poland. And I said, what's the KI, V and a KI Kiradashi and V, whatever. And that's in that Knife News article too, so whatever. But, I mean, this is the plus. So this is actually, even though it's a tiny knife, this is way bigger than the little slip joint they came out with called the KIV. This is a KIV plus. Okay, but they've been doing a lot of stuff with Civivi and Sencut too. Have you seen the Sakshi and the button locks and the stuff? Okay, so this one is the Teraxe, and I keep wanting to call it Texas or something, but Teraxe. But this is interesting. It's Nitro V blade, okay, and this is natural micarta. You don't have to get that color. And there, where's that? That's burgundy. That's kind of interesting, the black with burgundy, and or just black, whatever. And then here's the thing. It's really basically an 8-inch knife for a 3.5-inch blade. So it's a full-size EDC, right? But 105. That's why they did the Sencut thing. The Sencut was dedicated to stay in the $45 range, But here you go, 105. And this is a steel frame. And that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. It's a steel frame knife, Nitro V blade, and $105. And that's a neat design, though. I like the design. Let's put it on the scale. See, I mean, that's the thing. When I pulled it out of the box, I go, ooh, baby, she weighs something, I mean, and it just depends on who you are, how you feel about that. I mean, it's not quite 5 ounces, but it's close, right? And 140 grams, okay? But it's 8 inches. Okay. Come on, let's do this. That's not bad as far as factory edges. No, it's not bad. Okay, it's there. It's not scary sharp, but it's pretty reasonable for a factory edge. So, okay. Pretty easy to disengage this liner, and the flipper tab hits you in the thumb. It's over the detamp ball pretty quick, okay? Nice little drop, ambidextrous thumb studs. You can kick it out, middle finger flick. You can use the flipper tab, and the detent is where it needs to be, right there. I mean, you tried to fail it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Design flow is great, and blade to handle length, everything is fine. No blade play, no lock rock, and it's centered, okay? So, all that being said, and there's your little lanyard pin, and then there's your standoffs, which are pretty beefy. Deep carry pocket clip, flat screws. Can you flip it? Yes, you can. We've got number 8 screws on the body, not here, but on the back here for the pivot, etc. And is it a frame lock? Is that a frame lock, or is that considered a liner lock? See, I mean, just because you put a little strip of a natural G10, does that make it a liner lock all of a sudden? It is what it is, whatever. Okay, so it's 30% lockup. So, I mean, no, I like the design. I mean, I like the design. And one thing I was impressed with was it's nicely, smoothed and stuff. There was a guy, he said something that I hadn't even thought about, and I didn't I didn't respond to him, and I meant to, and now I don't know where the hell his comment was, but it was, is there an advantage of steel over titanium? And I was going to say, reflexively, it's just cost. If there's an advantage, the disadvantage is weight. You know, it weighs more. But the advantage is it should cost less. So how much less would this weigh? Do you think this would be, instead of 4.95, it'd be 3.95 if it was titanium? Do you think you'd lose a full ounce? I don't know. That'd be an interesting thing to know, wouldn't it? So if 4.95 is not significant as a weight for you, then I think I like this knife. I mean, I like the design and everything about it. I like the drop, the detent, everything. But and the ergos are good. Straight shot out. You know, boom. Yeah. So I'm trying to think how, but $1.05, really? 105, huh? Now, okay, like I showed you a bit before, LTK is the discount code, so 10% off. Okay, and they don't charge tax or shipping right now. So what are you into it for? There's 10 bucks off. So now you're at 95. I don't know, It's getting to be a real dogged, crazy, competitive market. So I can think of some Kaiser Vanguard stuff, that I really like as well. I mean, this little dog, like this mini sheepdog in CPM 4V, is like 94 bucks and then 10%. So you're at 80 something. That's light too, and this is removable. See this little hole? Unscrew that screw, pull the flipper tab off, go without the flipper. So, whoops, sheepdog. You know what I'm saying? That's the mini. But there's other knives out there. I mean, it's just an example. You're going to have to like it a lot, aren't you? Then there's guys that have really been, talking like they're impressed with this design. So, okay, here's the box. Okay, Nitro V blade. It seems like they've really made Nitro V so, ever since TJ Schwartz did that one that Millet Knives produced, remember, for Mass Drop back then? God, what was that? Perpetua, right? And it was the first, Axis-like knife since Benchmade's patent came off of there. Remember that one? I've got one, but it's clear across the room in a drawer, but okay. I was just saying, that was Nitro V, and it was like, that was the dog, right? I mean, everybody was... Okay, so you got a sticker. You got another little sticker, and whatever. Love your knife. Love them knives. Subscribe to Love Them Knives. You will be canceled. You'll never be allowed to buy another Civivi or Wii knife, ever. Whatever. Okay, it's what it says in the paperwork. I'm not saying anything, but yeah, it's good. It's slender, and I guess I haven't done any stats on it. Hold on. 11.1, that's pretty slender. 0.43, it is thin. It does feel skinny in the hand, which is weird because it feels heavy for being so skinny. You know what I mean? So there's that. 0.11, what, 3 millimeter, 2.8, okay. You see what I'm saying? Now, I never put the tape on it either. Shit, let's do that. So there's 3.5 all day long. Now, 3.5 cutting edge, and you're 3 3/4 back here to that bolster at 95, 96 millimeter, but up here, 90 millimeter. All the way, 8 inches. All the way, 20.4, 20.3 centimeters, so it's full size. You know, it's not quite as big as the PM2, but the blade length is. The blade length is. Let's take a look. Good lockup, like I said. Ambidextrous thumb studs, nice. Machined, interesting. Plunge looks symmetrical. Fit and finish is really good on these. You got some jimping here on this pass-through. Pass-through's easy to disengage. You got jimping on top of the blade here. That's good. And this cutaway, you can creep up on that and use that, or at least the cutaway for stropping and sharpening purposes. And is that me? It's probably me. I hate it when I get busted. Like, you used that knife? Oh my God. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, busted. But I mean, I grab any knife that's within arm's reach, and I've got a shitload of them within arm's reach. So anything will do if I need to open a box and liberate another knife from its imprisoning packaging, so I can bring it out into my pocket. So yeah, whatever. It's like, I thought you loved me. No, I'm using you to open my new friend. Oh God. It's just horrible, isn't it? The addiction just never ends. It never ends, my friends. But this is good. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one because it is really a design I like, but the steel kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's got grippiness. It's not like, you know, the steel knives. It's all steel. Yeah, like CRKT did with, what was the Liang Ma Remedy or whatever they did. I mean, it was all steel, so it's slickery, you know. But this is, yeah, so you can't say that this has no grip. Yeah, this is okay, okay. And right and left hand and ambidextrous thumb studs, and so it's pretty good for lefty, righty, whoever, both ways. So, yeah, it's a thinker, that's for sure. Now, bust it up. Let me see if we got all number 8s, because here we go. Number 8, that's all we're going to use. Of course, we ain't going in from the front, right? So let's go back here. No problem. Oh, and let's do this one, and that's a number 8 too. But, oh, by the way, I'm thinking them pocket screws, yeah, they're number 6s. Push and turn, push and turn. Don't let it spin around and tear up the insides of those Torx holes. There you go, like that. There you go, she's stuck on that. Oh, and the pocket clip was hiding a number 8 body screw, which goes through the... See, and this is weird because they've kind of done this and not done this. Back when they were doing this, like doing these 3 screws in a row, I go, why don't you just back up your deep carry pocket clip? And there's the pocket clip. That's a pocket clip. You can delete that. Instead of doing this, and leaving this one for the pass-through, it can do double duty as pocket clip pass-through, second screw for pocket clip. Get rid of that. Same on that side, right? One less hole. And so they did on several different models, including some sand cut ones, and then now they're back to it. So go figure. Why do that? So there must be something more than what I'm seeing as to the reason why they needed to do that. Okay, so that's body screw, pocket clip, and a pivot. And so here's our little insert. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could take these out and dye them. Okay, so whatever color you want. I mean, the good thing about the neutral, as my buddy calls it, baby puke color, is that it's translucent, so it's a blank canvas for you. Yikes. Okay, get over here. Now, whatever. We're on the lock bar side, and what are we doing here? Oh, we're going to tear this off. What? That's what we're going to do. So there's no really weight relieving, although, okay. Yeah, there is because of this, because they put the inlays in it. So that is the reverse way of weight relieving. Ceramic detamp ball, and here's your stop, and here's your little lanyard pin thing, which no point in ripping them out necessarily. And here's your bearings, okay? So, bank, okay? Now, here's your Civivi logo, and see the little cutaway here? Okay, so that sits down over the Humpty Hump. That's an official word, by the way, Humpty Hump. And so it locks it down in the right position so the Civivi logo is properly centered. And turn it. Oh, and then it sits down right over that. So you're good. You're good, but you're not that good. And put a little drop of that. 1.5 gallons is enough. And put this back on. And throw that on. You didn't even clean this up, dude. Well, it's clean anyhow. Clean enough for government work. And, shit. I'll clean it when it gets dirty, damn it. Oh, shoot. I gotta put this over here first. Let's do that. Yikes. Okay. Set down in there, will you? And now, jack it down the Teraxe, or I call it Texas edition. Yeah, man, where do you get that? I don't know where I get it, damn it. Just like I don't know, but I always thought maybe I had a little bit of that, whatever it was now, where you read things backwards. You got that. Yikes. But I don't know. Learning disability? But I guess not. I'm just not paying attention. Maybe that's it. Okay, let's see if we can revise you here, buddy. Get you stuck down. See how you like it when they get jacked halfway like this? Come on. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Join the world. Thank you. Okay. Now let's lay this down. Dyslexic? Is that it? Dyslexic? My brain won't let me stop now. Ooh. Well, come on. Sometimes you got to push and turn to make contact on that pocket clip screw, that furthest south one, when you're putting that in. Now we're all good. Yeah, and we're tight. Okay, we're good all the way around. Now let's take a look. Are we centered? Yeah, we're centered. Okay. Now, how's our action, or did I jag it down too hard? Well, it ain't exactly free-falling guillotine style, which means good old honker here probably. Yeah, probably bit it a little hard. That's better. That's mo better. Way mo better. And if you're a left-hander, I'm sitting there trying to figure out what's dyslexic, and I put the pocket clip on the wrong side. Well, the wrong side for me. You know, the wrong side for civilized people. Okay, see? It's so ambidextrous, I couldn't even remember which side to put the pocket clip on. Get out of here. I always look for the lock bar, don't you? If you're a righty. And why did they call right? It's you're right or you're right-handed. Either way, right is right. Might makes right, right? So left, I don't know what that is. My son's left-handed. Where did that come from? Okay, now clean it up. Clean it up. Let's go cut something. obviously already had stuff on the blade. Time to get back at it. Time to get back at it. Teraxe, not Texas, but it's an interesting knife. I don't know. I mean, you tell me what you think. I like the design. I don't know how I feel about the steel. I don't know if they're cheaping out, or then again, 105, what would they or should they have done instead? Maybe they should have gone G10 with steel liners and a liner lock and made it like 65 bucks. I don't know, but I like the design. And we love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.